and welcome to Live from the Sawmill. We're your hosts, Joyce and John, and tonight will be our third podcast from the Sawmill Pub.
We designed these podcasts to interview and promote local musicians. We'll ask about who helped them, how they got started, and we'll hear their stories.
We'll ask them to play something for us and then join us back here at the bar, and we'll talk a little bit more. Joyce, why don't you introduce tonight's guest?
Tonight, we have Angela and Chris, who are the founders of New Road Band. They're a couple. They play original music as well as cover music. And so we're going to hear their stories tonight and how they got started. So welcome, Angela and Chris.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here tonight.
Oh, it's
good to be
it's
here.
a pleasure.
Yeah, we haven't seen you guys for quite a bit. It's we missed last year.
Right?
Not everybody knows this, but we have a
Annual Halloween party.
and New Road performs there. You guys have done it 2 years at the Shillelaghs.
Yeah,
And-
Friendly Sons of the
Friendly
Shillelaghs.
Sons of the Shillelaghs.
And then we used to do it at our
We did a
house
couple
before it
years
just got
here.
too big,
Yep.
and we just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, we shouldn't really undersell the Halloween party that you guys put on. It's an
Yeah.
incredible spectacle.
It's a fun event. We love doing
A
it.
complete
Thank you.
renovation of the house, and we love it every year.
Yeah,
It's fun, so fun.
it does take over the house.
But you've never seen us not dressed up as
Yeah.
Wookiees or,
Yeah.
priests or something.
Yeah, right, exactly. And, and us the same. You haven't really seen me not as the Bride of
Right.
Frankenstein
Right.
or
Yeah.
a zombie.
Yeah.
And you guys said you had trouble finding the house
Without
without
the
the,
hearse and-
graveyard in the front and
Right.
everything.
Right. Yeah, we
And
drove by
the
3
carnival,
times.
Yeah,
big carnival,
clown.
and the clown entrance.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
always a great time.
Yeah, incredible
Yeah.
party.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So,
So tell us, who influenced you guys?
Huh.
how did you get started? Who influenced you?
Yeah. Well, as far as my influences, guitar was definitely Jerry Garcia,
Nice.
Mark Knopfler, classic rock, but Jerry Garcia really influenced me the most as far as guitar. Last 9 months or so, I've gotten really heavily into mandolin.
Cool.
I've played it for a
Wow.
long time, but at some point I just put the guitar down. I haven't played much guitar at all in the last 9 months, and then I bought this real nice mandolin in January. So
Oh, nice.
mandolin-wise, I'm most influenced by David Grisman and Sam Bush
Okay.
and Chris Thiele.
And how old were you when you started playing?
Well, what at all?
Like
or-
very
or
young,
mandolin?
like 5?
No. I grew up in a family of 10, so
Wow.
there was no music lessons. There was nothing like
Right.
that. My sister played guitar, and she showed me a couple of chords when I was in like 5th grade.
Okay.
So I played through grade school, and then I discovered skateboarding and put the guitar down all through high school. So I didn't play at all in high school. So when I went to college, on my dorm floor, there was a killer violin player, fiddle player, killer banjo player, killer
Wow.
guitar player. And so I wanted to be in this band, so I went for mandolin. And I never really got fully invested in it. I really wasn't committed to the instrument until 9 months ago. And I love it now. I just can't get
It's
enough
a
of it.
beautiful
Fills up,
instrument.
fills up our house
Yeah, I play
A lot
it
easier to
all-
carry
as
that
much as
around, too.
possible.
It's
I
great,
mean,
yeah.
really, a
Leave
lot.
it out in the summertime when it's
Yeah.
not too dry in the house, and pick it up,
Nice.
all the time.
It's such a happy instrument.
It's
It
very.
is, yeah.
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 And your influences?
Well, I was a young piano student. I have 2 older sisters and a very musical family, both my parents. So there was always a lot of music in the household, and so I started playing early, and I had a lot of classical piano lessons. But as soon as I could figure out essentially how to play anything but classical, I ended up, playing stuff like the Beatles. So I would say like the Beatles for sure are a an early influence for me. I was heavy duty into the Beatles and
The Monkees.
and the Monkees. I admit it. I love them. I love them. I did. I liked a lot of that. But anything that you could chunk out on the piano, you know, like
Right.
like When I'm 64, or Maxwell, you know, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. That kind of ragtimey stuff and ragtime. I liked. I played a little bit of piano, and then some. I'd say Bonnie Raitt. You know, Bonnie Raitt became a big influence of mine. I love her singing. I just love the style and
She
the
sounds,
soul.
her old stuff sounds really different. I don't know if I've listened to some of her really, really old stuff. Her, you know, when she first came out, it sounds so different than she sounds now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you noticed that. I mean, being a Bonnie Raitt fan, you might pick that up, but
Yeah, I don't know. I know just the quality of her voice changed. It's not better or worse.
no, it's not.
Just
it's not
different.
just different. It has a
It may be
different sound.
deeper, possibly. I don't know
Maybe.
how to explain it, but I
Yeah.
know what you're saying. Yeah.
And that slide guitar.
Oh, if
Magical.
only
I saw her warming up for the band at
Oh, really?
Caldwell College.
Okay.
Wow,
And
very
I thought, you know, she was just a country lady, and I
Yeah,
had no
yeah, you're
interest.
like-
Right.
And she just blew my head off. I mean, playing that slide guitar and her voice, you know, and I was a fan after that. I saw her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I think it was just so influential because, you know, here she's just so such a natural. She's so it's so easy, you know, and there she is, a female soulful rockin' guitar god, and I think it was very, very striking for me as a young, you know, female who was interested in playing, and
Yeah, she always looks like she's having fun.
she does always
I
look like
think
she's
she
having
is.
fun, and she doesn't really do the same thing twice. Like she'll sing same songs, but she has a different way of expressing it each time. And I catch myself once in a while, like, you know, trying to release the old and just let whatever is gonna happen, a la Bonnie Raitt.
That reminded, when you saying that about singing it different ways, that reminded me, I forgot to mention James Taylor as a guitarist.
Oh, sure.
He does that too with his voice. You know, he sings things very differently every time, it seems like. And from a guitar standpoint, the guy is just
The God.
unique,
Yeah.
and
Just butter.
he plays in a way that nobody else does. To me, you know, he the way he approaches it. You might have to be a guitarist to recognize that, but he is definitely a guitar hero
Yeah.
of mine.
Cool.
He plays an Olsen guitar, which is just a killer.
And then Chris B has been a great influence on me.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I when I started kind of coming around and the band Only Footprints was rocking. I was, well, the folk festivals and Only Footprints really kind of seeped me in.
Only Footprints is
Only Footprints is, go ahead.
another band that we're in.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
kind of a Grateful Dead cover band.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that really influenced my music. So I was really exposed to a lot of the Grateful Dead stuff. You know, I knew some of it, but not to that depth. You know, and so playing it, hearing it, you know, being around all of the fans, it really just gave me quite an education.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice. Nice having music in your life.
Oh, I
Right?
cannot imagine life without it, honestly.
Yeah.
I just, it's a language we all understand.
Right.
It's a world within itself.
Yeah, like it changes your mood,
Yeah,
changes, you know, fills you with joy, you know, sadness, whatever.
Yeah,
Really.
I think it was a researcher, Paul Neck, because it was it's a container for, it actually contains memories. It's a container for moments in your life. It holds those memories,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
so true.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So now this year, have you guys, it's kind of slowed down We're getting
bad.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
A little bit.
very much
Yeah.
so.
With the COVID,
Very much so.
a lot of things have been canceled, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Anything end of this year other than the awesome Halloween party you guys
This
did?
awesome
Yeah,
party
yeah, this
we're
awesome
booked.
party.
Yeah, we don't have anything else on the calendar. We were trying to work out a dual split bill with some friends of ours in a band called Highway 41 down in South Jersey, but we couldn't line up the dates for that.
Oh, it's okay.
But as far as playing out, like we were just kind of on the train, you know. Somebody would come along and say, "Can you play at this place? Can you play at that?" Yeah, we'd line up whatever we could, and this past year and 4 months, for me personally has been like I don't miss schlepping gear and playing in sweaty bars or outside in the sun, and is it going to be 100 degrees? Is it going to rain? I just don't miss it at all.
Yeah.
I've been writing like crazy on my
Have you?
couch and learning the mandolin, and
Cool.
It's been great,
Yeah.
We're on the same page, but I mean, there's nothing like playing live music with people who enjoy
That's right.
it. There's
And
just
appreciate it,
nothing
yeah.
like it. I mean,
Yeah.
it transports me to just a whole different place. you
Yeah.
know?
Nice.
All of the lead up to it,
Yeah.
all of the packing and the unpacking and the setting up, and all of that stuff is it's it might be different if we were ramping up, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
If we were
Age-wise, yeah.
age-wise, yeah.
Well, we don't have a big audience here, but maybe you guys should play something for us.
We certainly
Absolutely,
will.
of course.
Cool.
Be happy
All right.
to.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can't stop the rain from falling. I can't stop those creditors from calling. I can't even stop the babies from bawling. So I keep on waiting for my ship to come in. I can't change the inclement weather. I can't change Angela's going to sing this one. It's one of our songs called Will You Be My Baby? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I pushed and I pushed you until you finally said it. Those 3 little words I was hoping to hear. The look in your eye made me sure you would regret it. The look in mine showed you nothing but fear. Well, love would have come in its own time, baby, but I looked so hard that I pushed it away. Now all I got is a pocket full of maybe. Should I wait? Is it too late? Will you ever be my baby? I said I didn't mind when you said you didn't mean it, but I really didn't mean it when I said I didn't mind. The energy was clear and I know you should have seen it, but love made me hazy and crazy and blind. Well, love would come in its own time, baby, but I pulled so hard that I pushed you away. Now all I got is a pocket full of maybe. Should I wait? Is it too late? Will you ever be my baby? 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 Will you ever be mine? Try to make it happen for just about a minute. A minute was all you could spare of your time. It's hard to see the forest, especially when you're in it. You left me alone at the scene of the crime. Well, love will come in its own time, baby, but I pulled so hard that I pushed you away. Now all I got is a pocket full of baby. Should I wait? Is it too late? Will you ever be my baby? 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 Ever be my baby? Will you ever be my baby? Ever be my baby? Will you ever be my baby? Will you ever be mine?
Thank you.
All right. Do you guys want to do one more? Do you have a third guitar song? Okay.
Third guitar
You want
song.
to do 3-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Whenever you're ready, if you need like a few
Rise and
minutes.
shine.
Sure.
Okay. This is a song called Rise and Shine that I guess we wrote before the pandemic.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
pandemic.
All right. Though troubled times may lie ahead, the darker days behind, a better way is waiting there for you to find. For every morning with the dawn, a chance for something new. Go ahead and seize the day, it's up to you. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes, like a thoroughbred it dashes for the finish line. Shine like sunlight on the water, knowing that you ought to rise and shine. Oh, when the going goes, oh, when the darkness grows inside, in the mind you know, there's a light inside. Open up your eyes. Rise and shine. Rise. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes, like a thoroughbred it dashes for the finish line. Shine like sunlight on the water, knowing that you ought to rise and shine. Oh, when the darkness grows, bringing the hearts and minds of those around. Keep in mind what we all know, there's a light inside. Open up your eyes. Rise. Rise and shine. Rise. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes, like a thoroughbred it dashes for the finish line. Shine like sunlight on the water, knowing that you ought to rise and shine.
We started.
Wow, you guys, that performance was awesome. Great
Thank
job. Beautiful songs.
Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed it.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So, what is your next plan with those songs?
Well, it's funny, the music industry has essentially gone away as far as making a CD. Like, we made 1,000 CDs with our first CD with the band, and I have about 500 of them in my living room. And people don't even have players
They made
anymore.
great
Yeah, yeah.
Ask Ethan, nobody wants a CD anymore.
Right, right. Take
So,
up space.
so I don't see us ever creating a physical product again. It seems like electronic distribution is the way to go. So
Definitely.
what I think we'll probably do is we've all these songs that we're doing tonight we've written since our CD came out, and we'll probably do them in an electronic format and maybe release them one at a time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on Spotify or.
Well, yeah, Spotify is a special thorn in my side just
Okay.
because they abuse. I mean, I pay for it and I use it, but they pay the artist so badly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's criminal what they pay the artist. So we're not in it for the money. You know, we're obviously never going to get rich. You know, playing music. So. Maybe we
love.
will
I don't know,
use
those songs are
Spotify.
pretty
We-
good.
We do it
Yeah.
for friends. We do it
Bonnie
for,
Raitt would be
love,
proud.
you know.
Yeah, maybe we will release it on Spotify, but we did it electronically with the CD, and it's just a question of, do we do everything at one time, or do we, as soon as we record a good version of a song, do we put it out there?
Is there a good place to kind of release a song on other than Spotify or?
No. I mean, there's
I was just
there's
wondering,
YouTube.
Yeah.
There's
There's YouTube,
there's
yeah.
Apple, iTunes.
Right,
I don't know
right.
if iTunes is even a thing anymore,
It's not really.
but
Apple
you know,
Music.
Yeah,
called
I mean,
Apple
you could
Music, yeah.
you could release it. YouTube is probably the
Probably
way to go.
breaking so many copyright laws right now.
Right,
but that's
right.
all right.
YouTube is probably the place to do that. Make a little video with it and
Yeah.
release it like that. But
Definitely.
Yes, it's all about
Cool.
social distribution and live performances and merchandise. It's really
Mhm.
where it's at.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no more CD stores.
Right.
But to me,
But there's
the joy,
vinyl. Vinyl did make
Yeah,
a
vinyl's
comeback.
coming
Vinyl's
back.
made a comeback.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
On the other
Big
side of the
comeback.
basement.
Super cool.
But
there's
the-
a few over there.
Maybe someday we'll do a vinyl. We'll cut vinyl.
maybe
You know,
That would be
press,
neat.
press vinyl.
the
Yeah,
That's a vinyl.
the business aspect of it to me is boring. I would much rather write a new song than perfect one that's already written.
Right.
And it seems like you can ask her every day something new comes out.
It's true.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
it's garbage, but sometimes it's
It just
gold.
pours out of him, like, you know, just
So that's
seemingly
really where.
with no energy at all. It just pops out.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah.
So let's make a drink.
All right.
Great.
Angela, we know you're a tequila drinker,
I love tequila.
so we are going to make a tequila sunrise.
Beautiful.
And we're going to make a giant tequila sunrise because there's 4 of us. However, if you are going to make a tequila sunrise, you're going to start with 2 parts of tequila, which we have multiplied here,
It's like big parts.
Whoa.
multiplied by 4. Then we are going to have 1 part lime juice.
That's just 1 part lime juice? Whoa, that's a lot of lime.
It's
And it's fresh squeezed lime juice.
we can
Wonderful.
do a little bit less.
Only the best.
No, it's fine. I like lime juice. I would just do tequila and lime juice.
And then we are going to do 1 part of orange juice as well as 3 parts of cranberry juice, which are combined in here. That's why it looks like so much. And we are just getting up to about there on the shaker.
Okay.
A little bit
So,
more ice in there?
Very exciting.
yeah.
Very
And this
exciting.
recipe actually recommended putting the wedges in the shaker. So we're going to put a couple wedges in there of oranges, and they also recommended doing a few wedges of lemon.
Nice.
And I think we have a little bit of room for some more ice. We'll see. And I made one of these earlier, and I thought it was a little tart, so we'll see how this goes in this bigger batch.
There you go.
We'll see if I can shake
I
this
like tart. You
without the top coming off and going
Very good.
all over with my glasses here.
Stand
So
back.
this is
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to shake it towards you guys. All right.
Thought you were gonna do the little coyote ugly. You know?
Gosh.
Gotta
Dance
move.
on the bar.
Yeah.
Look
That
at
looks
that.
pretty.
Looks a
Right?
little bit
It's got a
lighter.
beautiful
Looks
color.
like
It is a
sunset
beautiful
in
color.
Mexico.
I'm gonna raise that up so people can see it. It's a
Beautiful.
gorgeous color.
And when I made the one earlier, I didn't have the wedges in the shaker, so maybe that sweetened it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll see what happens here. There you go.
All right. Well,
Cheers.
Thank you,
Cheers.
guys.
Thanks for being here. It's great. All right. So these are like eco-friendly straws that my friend gave me.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
delish.
delicious.
Yeah.
It's refreshing. I like
That
that.
is. That's very good.
This may be my new favorite.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Tequila sunrise.
How does that compare to this afternoon? Not as tart?
Yeah, it's not as tart.
Yeah. I like it.
It's
should also
a
muddle
little less
this,
lemon juice.
Less lime
juice.
juice. There's at least a shot in there, so.
3/4 of 1 part lime.
Yeah, I was going to adjust it a little bit and maybe add a little more orange juice, but you didn't like that.
No, that was it would taste some watered down.
And then we talked about maybe doing
A simple syrup
simple syrup to
to
it.
sweeten it up a little bit, but
You could adjust it
Yeah.
as you need it.
I like your eco straws.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
They never work in a big gulp, but I like where you're going.
Yeah,
Slurpee. You have to go with a Slurpee.
You'd have to drink your Slurpee out of the small glass.
Yeah, well, I'm
Right.
sold on this,
Shot
guys.
glass.
This is
very
delicious.
good.
I think it's time for
Concerts 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
And so we do
Everyone's
this series, Concerts 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So tell us 3 of your favorite concerts that you've been to.
Can I start?
You can start.
I think I can't say which is my all-time favorite because that just is like picking your favorite child, right? But I saw Steely Dan for the first time,
definitely.
and
When was that?
yeah,
When
it
was
changed
that?
my life. I was thinking about this earlier. When did I say? I may have been like 21 or 20
When you first saw them.
when I first saw them.
So you saw
Is that like
Walter Becker.
PNC?
I did.
This was Rock and Soul Review.
No, that was another one. I saw
Oh,
Rock and
okay.
Soul Review. I think it was in Philly.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what the venue was at the time. But what I will say about it was I was trying to get these tickets. I loved Steely Dan so much, and it was my birthday. So I was trying to get a ticket, and they were sold out. And it was the day of my birthday, and I called, and they had last minute production changes, and they had tickets, and that seat was right on the corner of the stage, level with the stage.
Wow.
And it was just the best concert. They were phenomenal. They played all my favorite songs. It was so good.
Even better in concert.
Oh,
We've seen them a
just
couple
fabulous.
times, and
Yeah.
they're just even.
They blew me away.
Yeah.
You know, like I love music, been to a lot of different shows. They blew me away. Like
Yeah.
they have a sound like no other.
Yeah.
It's so
You
true.
know, and it's soothing, like jazzy but rock.
But
and,
yeah,
oh
you could
my
listen
gosh,
to it
yeah.
100 times and just hear new things each time.
Mhm.
They are my desert island band,
Yo,
Yeah.
absolutely.
which is
Without
a great question for your future podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
The
desert,
desert
island.
Yeah,
band.
I like
sure.
that.
I like that.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 1.
Right.
3, 2, 1, 1.
One
Yeah,
A,
right,
one
right.
A.
3, 2, 1, 1. Right.
Now I had forgotten, you told me that before, that your birthday and they didn't have a seat, but we also 2-3 years ago on our anniversary
Right.
went to the Beacon to see Steely Dan, and they were doing those album nights.
Yes, we went
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Yes.
So we went for the Royal Scam. I love that record, and it was it was on our anniversary, right?
Mhm.
So we had like the second to last row in
Right.
the balcony,
Mm,
which
in the
at the
Beacon,
Beacon is
yeah.
a great. It's fine.
Yeah,
They're
It's
all
fine.
there's no bad seats at the beginning.
But we walk in, they scan our tickets, and the lady goes, "Go talk to that man over there about upgrading your tickets." And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay.
Sure.
So we go over, and we got the last 2 upgrades. He was just taking people who had crappy seats and putting them up on the floor, and we ended up in the second row.
Oh my
my
God.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went from the second to
Wow.
last row to the second row.
Happy
Wow.
anniversary.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really great.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have a lot of good luck like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. I've never
Yeah.
felt like that. But
I
that's
mean, you know,
awesome.
like
yeah.
just nice things happen.
Yeah.
We meet nice
That's
people.
cool.
That's
good things
awesome.
happen.
That's very
Yeah.
cool.
So okay, so that was Steely Dan, and I'll contribute the other one of the 4 probably that we're gonna make out of 3. Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah. Wow.
What a wonderful concert that was. He he's just a gem, and that was also in Philly,
Mhm.
and that was just a couple years ago.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Songs in the Key of Life.
And we went
Wow.
to Stevie, but the sound wasn't.
The Prudential Center. Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't.
We were pretty far.
We were in a bad spot. It was I was so looking forward to it, and the sound was killer. But
that's not
I
good.
love Stevie Wonder, and I can
Yeah.
imagine hearing him when it sounds beautiful and perfect and like him. And
We were waving and waving. He didn't even pay
Hey,
any
no,
attention to
no.
us. They didn't even look at us. It's kind of.
I have a friend
I'm
who
gonna
was
cut
on
that
stage
part
with
out.
him.
No,
I just
he's amazing. He's amazing. Sang so many amazing, great songs. Yeah. So you saw him in Philadelphia? Do you remember which venue you saw him at?
Where it was? Do you remember?
It was that, where all the stadiums are. It's, in Philly, it's
don't
like
Where
a
they
football
play the
stadium,
hockey
baseball
stadium?
stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
It was a hockey stadium.
I can't remember. It
We
was
should
named
know,
after
but-
some bank.
Okay.
It was
Probably
probably
after some-
Yeah,
Chase
they're all
Center or
after
something.
Yeah.
some bank.
Citizens Bank. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Whoever
Citizens Bank
paid
Arena.
the most recently.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
But that was a dream come true. I think he's a gem,
Mhm.
just a national treasure.
Yeah.
How about you?
Absolutely.
Then we also down in Camden, across the river from Philly, we saw Fish one time, and we were back on the lawn, and this storm came through that was like epic storm, and we were standing in this torrential rain.
Fearing for your life kind of storm.
Oh, my
you
God.
know,
Lightning
like
all around us.
threatening and real electric.
Yeah, and we got to the point where we were just like, you gotta
Bring it.
die
Once you're wet, you're
sometime.
wet.
Bring it.
Yeah.
And just were dancing in this rainstorm.
We were, yeah.
It was really, really
And then
memorable.
That's
They played Dancing on the Lawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
great.
had
Wow.
it
Great
was one
time
of those
that was.
moments that just hard to forget.
Yeah.
All right, so that was
Awesome.
3.
I have
Two.
one more I gotta
one
pull
more?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
When I was in college, a friend of mine that was the banjo player in the bluegrass band that I scammed my way into, he had an extra ticket to see the Dead at Lehigh, and I had been really, really sick for like a week, to the point where my parents came from home and like brought me food. I was really sick,
Wow.
gastrointestinal distress. And so I was trying to talk him out of insisting that I go, and I'm like, I've been sick. He's like, come on, you can go. I don't have a ride. I'll give you a ride. He basically bullied me into going. Thank goodness. So we go out to Lehigh, and I'm not kidding you. On the way there, I was sick, and walking out, I was better. It was like
You're
Wow.
healed.
You're healed by music.
Healed.
That's what I legit was healed.
Was healed. I've been
That's
healed by music.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
so,
that's 4, 3 plus
Okay,
all right.
that's okay.
So let's say, how about 2 artists or groups that you wish you could have seen? You just never got around to seeing them, or maybe they're dead now, and you could be anybody.
Anybody you would love to see.
anyone. I had a hard
From
time.
whatever time.
Huh. Well, I could have seen The Dead with Jerry, and I didn't.
No, you
So-
didn't.
Bad move.
And I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I just couldn't, or I don't know what happened, but I didn't. And so that's. But I'd love to see someone like Django. Paris, France. Just that kind of that kind of a scene and that music. That would be pretty special.
Cool.
I did see Stefan Grappelli, who played with Django Reinhardt. Saw him when he was like 80, playing, or he might have been in his late 70s, playing with David Grisman.
Must have been
Town
incredible.
Hall. Incredible. Grappelli walked out and shuffled out like he was ready to climb into a coffin, and just exploded with his fiddle. He was
That's the
amazing.
best.
Yeah. But I wish I could have seen Django also. For me, I think it's Olden in the Way. You guys familiar with Olden in the Way?
No.
Garcia and Grisman had a bluegrass band in 1973 with Peter Rowan from the New Riders of the Purple Sage,
Okay.
and Vassar Clemens, crazy good fiddle player, and John Kahn, who Garcia played with for years. So they had a 5-piece bluegrass band and did, traditional bluegrass. That guy, Owsley Bear, who funded the Wall of Sound for the Grateful Dead. Are you aware of that?
No.
This guy, he was into some sketchy stuff, but he had lots of money somehow, And he bankrolled the Grateful Dead. He paid for a lot of their stuff, and they built this wall of sound, which was this epic sound system that was a whole bunch of small speakers that went up like 40, 50 feet. And it took 3 tractor trailers to move the wall of sound. But Owsley recorded all the shows of Olden in the Way in '73. So they made this bluegrass record that is the best-selling bluegrass record in history. At least it was last time I heard. It may have been surpassed by now.
Wow.
Fantastic record. And I was all of 12 years old, but
Wow.
I wish I could have seen Olden in the
Sure.
Way.
That sounded awesome.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so one is, tell us a story about a funny story that happened at a concert, something that's stuck in your memory, whether it's an incident with a person or other things
First
that happened.
names only.
First names only. Hit the camera. All right.
First names only. Okay.
You don't want to implicate anybody.
No. I wouldn't be implicating with this story. This was funny to me.
To you.
Hopefully
No one
it's
else
not
is gonna
to him,
find it
it's
funny,
funny
but-
to you. I went to see the Grateful Dead. I saw them a bunch of times, and this was in Giant Stadium. So, it's tremendous, just a gazillion people there. And people get up and dance, and they hang around and, enjoy the... So the Dead does the whole first set, and then they take us a long set break, and then the second. So we get through the whole first set, and the lights come on, and it's time for halftime, and the guy behind me goes, "Hey, nice shirt." And I go, "Thanks." I'm like, "George." It was my friend George, who had been sitting behind me the whole time and was just waiting for the right time to say, "Hey, nice shirt."
Oh, that's
So
funny.
years later, I guess at my high school reunion,
Yeah.
she came with me, and I'm like, "Go up to that guy and say, 'Hey, nice shirt.'" And he had no idea who she was.
He was like, "Hey,
Nice.
hey, So we years ago went to see Fish at Saratoga, and the whole evening was just a little weird.
How was it weird?
The whole evening was just right. It was a
Yeah.
cool place.
Very cool venue.
But-
like what is it? The
Just
Performing
like
Arts
the Arts
Center?
Center.
Like the Arts Center,
It's a
yeah.
New
nice,
Jersey.
nice
Wow.
center.
But at the top of the
covered.
hill, there's huge pine trees, 150-foot pine
And trees. Okay.
So there's shade
Yeah.
on where the lawn is at the New Jersey Arts Center. So other than that, it's basically the same, but a really cool venue.
But before that, we were we were hanging out in the pavilion. There were pavilions, covered pavilions, and we're just hanging out. And this guy comes up to us, and he was like, "Hey guys!" And he was like wiry, and he had a little bit like of a Sid Vicious kind of look to him. He was just really high strung and
No shirt
a little
on
dirty.
and all muscle and
Slightly dirty,
Okay.
but he's like, hey guys, he was our best friend out of nowhere. He's like,
Instantly.
how you doing? What can I get you? You want a beer? I'll get you a beer. And he would like run over to people's coolers and grab stuff out of their coolers.
And hand them to you?
And you want a Coke? I'll get you a Coke. What do you want? What do you want? And we were just afraid. We were afraid to like say, no, dude, like,
he went to these guys that were like 5 college bros, like young kids who could beat my ass on a bad day, and just like grabbed their cooler and started grabbing
pull
beers
stuff
out of it,
And nobody
handing them
said
to
it.
us.
They never said anything.
we have no idea why he wanted to be our friend or why he
No.
was, serving
Wow.
us up. And then we're walking in, and this old guy who was walking essentially with I don't want to say it was a respirator,
It was
but
like
it
a
was
bottle of oxygen.
it was like an
up his nose.
oxygen bottle, and he's walking with his unit, and we're walking. We hear, so we look, and he's like, banana bread. It
Banana
Was
bread.
it lace? Was it lace? I don't know.
And then, but we were like, what?
What?
Yes, banana bread. Like,
Banana bread. Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
buy some banana bread?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I had done anything odd that night, but yeah, it was a strange night. And then we got into the venue, and it was the whole like the sound was just vibrating. It was like wah wah wah. I had to leave. We ended up on the lawn.
Did you have maybe a little bit of banana
No,
bread?
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think it
No?
was just a strange. Anyway, so that's our funny
so
story.
we to this day will just
We're
go
still
banana
like
bread.
banana bread.
Banana bread. When things are kind of
Wow.
wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's our story.
We're sticking to it.
Yeah. So do you guys want to play a couple more songs?
Yeah, we're gonna play some mandolin tunes.
Sure.
So those are both recording,
Recording.
and this is recording. Feel free to start whenever.
So you just launching it? We're just launching into the
Say
song
say a
already.
word about this tune or no?
Yeah, say a few words.
If you want
about
to say
it.
something, feel free to look at either camera.
Yeah, okay. This is a tune that I wrote called Madame Laveau's Salon, and a little quick story about it, if you will, is I wrote this using the alliteration Madame Trousseau's. And it just morphed into Laveau because I liked the way the V and the X sounded. I thought it just sounded cool, and it's about a fortune teller in New Orleans, and I come to find out after the fact that there is a very famous, apparently, Marie Laveau. That was a voodoo goddess in New Orleans, and I had some friends come back and actually bring me this talus that was allegedly blessed by her or Marie Laveau. So it was a strange coincidence.
Yeah.
But here it is. Smoke lights down on the bayou by Madame Laveau's salon. A shiny trinket caught his eye, and Madame caught him by his arm. Welcome, my child, to the parlor. I've been saving a place for you. All of your cards are on the table, and we've been waiting for you. The pictures, they tell the story
sitting around through quarantine, coming up with new stuff, and this is 2 separate songs that we just stitched together as an instrumental. D. Played it for the first time together like yesterday, so.
Yes.
All right, so this is working title is called Fooling Around. A 1, a 2, you know what to do. 1, a 2, you know what to do.
You guys have set the bar so high for the
Yeah,
next.
awesome performance,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
This was fun.
Unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
thank you so
Busting
much.
the rust off after this year.
Right? I know. We got some time to kind of come up with some new stuff and, perfect the mandolin. It's very exciting.
Sounded pretty perfect to me.
Did you grab the saw blade or?
No, we have to do
Can
the
I
sign.
get the?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get
Let's
the saw
grab
blade
it.
for you?
It's a
You
big
can.
saw blade. Holy mackerel.
That's a saw blade.
That is a saw blade. So we're going to ask you guys
To each side.
to sign it. We'll lay it up here.
Okay.
And don't feel like you have to do a little tiny signature like those
Can I
guys
go right
do.
over Rob Burek?
Sure, you can cross his out if you want.
We love you, Rob.
There you go. There's mine.
All right.
Sherman. T.
Potter.
I'm surprised.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks,
All
you
right.
guys.
Very cool.
So if somebody wanted to hear your music, what's next for you guys? Where can we go hear more of your wonderful music?
Well, as things wake up from the COVID slumber, we're in another band, as we mentioned before, called Only Footprints. It's essentially a Grateful Dead cover band.
With a lot of the same, some of the same players.
Yeah, some of the New Road characters are in Only Footprints also.
I do
with a
mean
couple
characters.
Okay.
And so we're playing this cool festival at Snipes Farm in Morrisville, Pennsylvania. We've played it, I guess this is about the 12th one, and we played the first 10. We were in Barcelona one year, so we missed. But it's on September 11th, and it's a festival called In and Out of the Garden. We go, and it's a cool Dead festival. this guy Miz is closing the show this year, who's just phenomenal.
So there's
Yeah.
multiple bands.
Yeah.
multiple bands. It's probably going to be 7-8 bands. It's all
Wow.
day. It's at a really cool venue, Snipes Farm. If you are looking to get a little your Grateful Dead on, that's a good place to go.
Cool.
Sounds great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the music from our CD is on our website. That's newroad.band. And NEWROAD.band, and as I think as we develop these songs, and we'll get them on video, and we'll post them up on our website.
I think we have them on video for you.
So yeah, right.
And I think
Sweet.
October, you guys have a big event coming up.
Oh,
Great
the
gig in
biggest,
October.
the biggest, the
The
bestest,
big party of the
the
year.
big Halloween party
Yeah,
that we
extravaganza.
Is there a
Yeah.
theme yet?
Yeah,
for
we
this?
need.
No,
a
not
few-
yet.
Okay.
All right,
We need some
to come.
ideas.
I think we were thinking of, I've seen it on TV.
I've seen it on.
That opens up a lot of
It
possibilities.
does open up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
I was kind of toying between
In-
crimes and misdemeanors are. I've
Interesting.
seen it on TV.
Interesting.
Sure.
Could get my inner Cliff Clavin on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
I
absolutely.
like where this
I
is
think
going.
it could
Yeah.
go a lot of different places.
Yeah.
So, it will be a masquerade.
All right.
That's right.
Well, we look forward to
Mask.
it
Yeah,
every
we
year.
A
do.
masquerade.
Thank you so much for having us. This
Yeah,
was
this is
thank you for
really
being
so
here.
cool.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Again,
Thank you,
you guys
Ethan.
have set the bar
Good
so
job.
high. I don't know how we're going to top this.
I don't know.
It's going to be tough.
you will. You will.
Um,
you will.
But at this time, I'd like to thank Ethan Pearl for all of his help with the camera work, the sound editing, and all of the tech support.
In the future
We're
editing.
handing all of this to him, and we expect this to be turned around in 24 hours.
Make it sound good, Ethan. No pressure.
Get your schoolwork done. So, thank you for watching and listening to Live from the Sawmill. We are Joyce and John,
Your host.
your hosts.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.